March 11th. No, I think March 10th. Saturday, 1999. Mom and Dad's 50th anniversary. Mom's little dress she wore when she was little. And table doily she made.
So that's a lot of the memorable moments that I can remember. That needs a lot of detail and incidences. There's been a request from the family that they'd like to kind of stand up and say a few words about things that they remember about their own lines. My sister Pam, she's come over from Kalispell, Montana. Instead of me standing up here, do you want to just pass it on to the next one, and then we'll go to the grandkids?
I'm glad to see everybody again, too. Boy, we have lots of fond memories with so many of you growing up here in Washington. Being in the different wards and programs and how you influenced our lives. I appreciate that. It's a very good memory. You've taught me how to be a good parent and leader in the church also. I too have some fond memories of my parents, a good example that they set. I think by the time I was about 11 or 12 years old, I was making apple pies and giving them to people for my mother needed to take some family or something. I'd get in there. She taught us all how to cook and keep our house clean. There wasn't anything I didn't know how to do except washing. But she took care of that after I got married. But my mother was always my best friend and still is. That's it. And I wrote home for my dad a couple of years ago for Father's Day, and I can't remember it by heart, but this is hard to do because they're so special. My dad has always been my hero. He's someone that we can all look up to and be so proud of. He's always there to lend a hand if it's a $20 bill or a pat on the back or a pat on the rear end. He's always there with good advice and hugs and just a lot of support. I really appreciate my parents and a good example. And like my brother said, there was no arguing in our home that we knew of. Always a lot of things that we did together as a family that my husband and I, Nance, did with our children. And I'm just thankful that they made me who I am. The next one's Deb.
Also, if there's any friends of Mom and Dad who'd like to share a memorable moment or something, you're very well included. Just stand up and reach for the mic.
Well, as I was thinking about my favorite memory, there were so many there's no way I could narrow it down to one. So I tried to think of something, one of my favorite memories that has helped me through my life and something that I love to see my parents do. And that was make out in the kitchen. I shouldn't say it like that. Dad's giving me a friend to stay. Every day when he came home, she was always in the kitchen. And he would always say, where's Mom? He's in the kitchen. She's always in the kitchen, and he would always come in, hug love that they shared between their eyes and their glances, like they did. And another fun thing that we always did with my mom was she always read to us. We always had naps. She's a real nap giver. And we always had breakfast every morning. We always had dessert every day. We always went camping. That was my dad's favorite thing, and still favorite thing to do. And at least 1 or 2 breakfasts, we would have hot cakes. And I think everybody in the family knows the hot cake song. That's another one of my great memories. So you have to have Dad take you camping to learn that one. I'm not going to sing it. And working out in the garage. So anybody that knows him also knows how he works out in the garage. And I learned that from the time I was tiny, hammering nails, drilling, screwing, maybe building all kinds of things. That's another one of my great memories that I think has turned into something that I've used my whole life and a talent in. And I want to thank him for always feeling loved, no matter what. To go your whole life and never feel unloved is a great blessing. And I have always felt unconditional love from them. Thanks. And happy anniversary. Sharon.
Right there. She's right there.
Well, as usual, they always take everything and never leave anything for me. And then when it just comes to me, I'm always falling. Well, some of the memories that I have with my parents, of course, are all good. And the ones that aren't, we're all learning ones. My mom wanted me to share the horrifying time in my life when I thought my father was going to kill me. We had, as most of you all know, grew up on the farm, and Dad was always taking care of everything. And I think I was about Lindsay's age. Don't you think that? Maybe a little bit older. And he was out in the barn, of course, fixing up the cows, and he had a big old long needle syringe giving them shots. And took out after me with that. I thought my dad had lost it. I was running for my life, screaming. When he finally got me, I realized he was laughing. And a terrifying moment. But my dad was always great at practical jokes and trying to tease us. A lot of the times it drove me crazy. But I'm glad that he has the sense of humor that he does and made home life so happy. And my mom always singing and humming and making home such a lovely place. And always her kind, loving words of encouragement and support. And I'm thankful that they're my parents, and I love them both.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, this is Uncle Rob's, it's my brother Rob signing out here. Sure.
Hi, everyone. I just wanted to try and quietly take a minute didn't have anything else to give. I just want to take just a short moment and share just a couple of memories that I have of Mom and Dad. 6 years ago, I got introduced to this wonderful couple, and they took me in like I was always a part of the family. And just showed me so much unconditional love that they are truly an inspiration to us all. One of the best memories I have is the fact that Dad was able to give me my patriarchal blessing, and it was so personal and such a moving experience that I'm truly blessed that he was able to give me that. It's something that I can share with my family when they feel in need of a little something to uplift them as well, and also the fact that they were both able to be in our home when Robin was born, and that I knew that Sean and Jessica were both being taken care of so well. I was in the hospital with little Robin there, and I just wanted to share that with them, that those are two of my best memories. Although they're all good memories, I'll treasure forever, and I love you both very much. Happy anniversary, Mom and Dad.
Trouble now.
I was actually hiding back there behind the meeting. I wanted to see. I'd like to say how grateful I am for the things that they've done for me and for yes, allowing me to marry their daughter. I love very much. I can remember many times in our lives as we've gone camping and on trips and spending time together. The latest one that we had here was we went to Phoenix here 4 weeks ago to Neil's wedding, and we found out that Grandpa's picked up a new habit and knows how to snore real well. We love him very much, and I'd like to say happy anniversary. Great.
If any of the grandkids want to share a few words with their grandparents?
Well, it started out as farmer's help. I'd like to express my gratitude to Grandma and Grandpa, because I'm thankful that I guess I've always had, I guess the first thing would be the love that they've always expressed. I think that it's very important to have people to look up to in your life. And it's really important to when you have someone that you look up to, that they share their feelings and I guess their acceptance to you. And whenever you come to them with maybe an accomplishment, that they always express how proud of you that for the spiritual guidance. I also got my patriarchal blessing from my grandmother. What a great turning point in my life that was. I think that is just not something that everyone has the opportunity to have. It's patriarchal grandfather. What a great thing that is. To be able to give that to his family. All those grandkids and my brothers and sisters all got their patriarchal blessings from him. And I'm thankful that whenever I meet people that have known him in the past, and I tell them, that's my grandparents. They've just always told me what great people they were and how special they are and how much they mean to me. Really makes me proud to know or to say that they're my grandparents. Happy anniversary.
Thank you, man. Okay, this is very informal. Cindy, do you want to take the microphone? You're part of the family.
Good thing it's informal since I didn't have anything planned. But it's not hard to share the love that I have for you. It's not hard to share the love that I have for the both of you and to express how grateful I am for accepting me into your family and for loving me and for supporting me through many varieties of things and for the whole family. What a great group of friends, but it's fun to carry the Ewing name. It's fun to be a part of your posterity. It's fun to have added to that with Caleb. And I think I'd have to sort of reiterate what Matt said, that even though it's great to know you temporally, it's great to know that I'll know you eternally, and that you have taught me so much about my purpose in life and the real value of being here, and also taught me how to value family, and that's a wonderful thing, and it's a great gift, and I appreciate that. Happy anniversary.